disorder has changed the way I think about myself. I've actually never met anybody in person until today that's in that group, and there are a few people from the group here, so it's great. I came to the group with suspicions that I wasn't really actually mentally ill, and that the diagnosis I'd been given wasn't correct. However, having been in mental health services for the last 25 years, I must admit that somewhere inside me, I thought of myself as a hopeless, sad, ill patient who had no right left to challenge my diagnosis, treatment, care and medication. Since joining the group 5 months ago, I've been able to express my views and tell my experiences and some of my story. I feel like an equal in the group. I feel validated. I'm now making a change not only in my own life, but for everyone who has been labelled with a diagnosis and all that goes with it. Being invited to read my poem and standing here right now, alongside so many professional people, is life-changing to me. I dedicate this poem to my brother Keith, who took his life 5 years ago and who I miss each and every day. The poem is an account of my experience of being diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, which I've abbreviated in the poem as BPD. Drop the disorder. Please drop the disorder. I find it so out of order. I'm not this diagnosis of BPD. Can't you see that I'm me? You're mentally ill, for goodness sake. That was enough to make my heart break. One of the hardest things I've ever endured was when you said I'd never be cured. I never asked or wanted to be labelled. It must be my fault. I'm ill and disabled. I don't know who I am or know how to be. I don't even seem to have my own identity. So please drop the disorder. I find it so out of order. I'm not this diagnosis of BPD. Can't you see that I'm me? Medication's the answer for people like you. You are the expert, so that's what I do. I don't say a thing. You might think I'm insane. You won't understand, and I just can't explain. I need all the drugs taken from out of my head. Some days I can't even manage to get out of bed. Side effects, I'm numb and can't feel my emotions. I don't feel alive, but just go through the motions. So please drop the disorder. I find it so out of order. I'm not this diagnosis of BPD. Can't you see that I'm me? I tried hard to tell you my story whenever I could, but you never heard me, left so misunderstood. Something traumatic and bad happened to me. You're re-abusing me again. Why can't you see? Stigma, assumptions and things that you say. I really wish you could be me just for one day. I tried to disagree when I have the energy to fight. Failing to accept your diagnosis, you lack insight. So please drop the disorder. I find it so out of order. I'm not this diagnosis of BPD. Can't you see that I'm me? You dwell on my symptoms or my negative traits. This makes me frustrated. My anger exacerbates. You don't see them as strengths I've used to survive, yet these are the things that have kept me alive. Forced into hospital reinforces that I'm ill or mad. My personality is flawed. This must mean that I am bad. Yet more medication, just left to cope on my own, and so it goes on, invalidated, ignored and alone. So please drop the disorder. I find it so out of order. I'm not this diagnosis of BPD. Can't you see that I'm me? I've seen some of the words in my copious notes. Manipulative, attention seeker is one of the quotes. It must be my fault. I now find it too hard to trust. Yet somewhere deep within me, I know it's unjust. Care, empathy and compassion is all that I crave. Support for the trauma like my scars so engraved. To start to undo all the distress and help me believe. Surely don't I deserve some hope, some reprieve? So please drop the disorder. I find it so out of order. I'm not this diagnosis of BPD. Look closer, really see me. I'm Kathy.
So logistics are always interesting around this, so do bear with us. Everybody has, or at least should have signed up. So we have 3 workshops on the go. They'll take place in 3 places. So we have workshop 1, which is with Lucy regarding formulation, and that will take place downstairs in the room next to the tea coffee area, so we call the annex. So anybody who's going to Lucy's workshop 1, okay, sorry. And Lucy's just learned that she's going through, so she might need a couple of minutes there to get organised. Then we have workshop 2, which is Ray's workshop, which is, the title was 1,000 Untold Stories, and that's going to take place here in this room. Then we have workshop 3, which is with Keith Sanders, and that is the diagnosis, subsidized and counselling and psychotherapy. So you will all be chosen 2, so whatever your first option of workshop is, if you want to go to that now, and then I will have the signs on the doors shortly, so you'll be able to find the second one. The third workshop is, you're right, I didn't say it, in the boardroom. So just to tell you, the boardroom, if you go straight out here up the stairs, there's like a little seat area, and it's the first